Hello and welcome to my Kazuya guide. A little bit about me. I've been playing Tekken since Tekken 1. I got Tekken at 3 years old, my first ever game, and I played Kazuya. But I've been taking Tekken seriously since Tekken 6, and I've been doing that for about 12 years, maybe 13 years. So, I've had some time to learn some stuff. But this is just going to be like my guide on Kazuya and how to play him. And I think something that makes me different than other players is I use all of the moves. I don't just spam electrics if I can do any. I don't spam electrics and just go for hell sweeps. Okay. So anyway, we're gonna get stuck into it. We've got Kazuya's 1-1 and also 1-2-1. 1-2-1. Why is he on guard? Yeah, 1-1, 1-2 is good because it gives you a mix, but it doesn't give you the best mix-up unless you've got a good wave dash, and it might give you that. But people usually do a get up, a twist get up. They do that tech roll. Why? I need to warm up. Hold on. I'm on a new controller. I'm on that new Series X. But anyway, with Kazuya, he's got a lot of these sort of moves, and learning how to, you got to learn when to actually risk doing the second hit. You got to learn when to risk letting that fly, or, letting that go, or delaying that. There's a lot of, that type of pressure with Kazuya. There's that, and if you want that, but that's not really worth it in my opinion. But that's a good move. You got to use that as Kazuya because you're not really going to have much pressure. You're not going to have much pressure with Kazuya. You got to, I use this a lot, and that a lot, and this. But don't only throw the low if you know it's going to work. But this always makes them think the low, and that just gives you a second to maybe throw a different attack. That's a good new move of Kazuya's. On guard, on guard, I like to back up, on guard I like to do this and sidestep, or do this and that, yeah? These are moves that people don't use with Kazuya. If anything, if they try to respond with anything, you got a free counter hit launcher that moves back there. If they try to respond with something, you're gonna get that counter hit launcher. Doing things like that is pretty good with Kazuya. It's better just to show you in game, really. But just doing all of this stuff, really. Hold on. Anyway, the Tekken combo there. Left hook, knees, jabs, lows, delaying that. You've got to take a lot of risks with Kazuya. People say don't do that, that's minus 14, but you're not up against knee. 9 times out of 10, you're not up against a player that's good enough to punish absolutely everything anyway. So you've got to be that player that's good enough to punish absolutely everything. And often with Kazuya, throw out his while rising 1-2 because it's only minus 12. At worst you're gonna catch one of them. At worst you're gonna catch one of them. And at best you get a full combo. So while rising 1+2s is good. What else do we have? Even this. Letting that fly, if they get hit by the third hit, you know, you can do a deep dash electric and get a guaranteed electric, and yeah, it's launch punishable, but you know, if you do land it, you get a full combo, including the last hit of that, which is huge. You know, this -12, but if you land it, you get a full combo. You know, and if you can do the Kazuya perfect electric thing, good for you. You know, you get a huge combo then. So, you know, like, throwing that out there, it's worth the risk. It's -12, but it's worth the risk at the end of the day, because all you're going to catch in return is something like that. But if you land it, you get a full combo. What else is worth the risk with Kazuya? You know, like, that doesn't feel worth the risk, but you do need it to, you know, like, you can chuck that out there. You know, +17 on hit. You know, you can pretty much throw anything you want after that. You know, on counter hit. Let me turn counter hit off. +4, okay. You know, so, but you still got good decisions afterwards. You know, like, just figure out what all the good moves are. What's his fastest mid? I think it's that, isn't it? Or that, yeah. So, you know, if they do attack after that, if you really know that they're going to attack, you can trade and get a counter hit launcher and then launch it off with the old electrics, you know. Or you could play it safe. And I always let this go. You know, I know it's -14, so against a Kazuya player, you're getting launched to that. So, you know, if the Kazuya player that you're playing against, or the player that you're playing against, has shown that they're really good at punishment, then adjust your game plan and don't let these things go as much, and play a little bit more, you know, conservative with your Kazuya. But 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be going up against a knee. So, you know, just use his punishable moves. Don't be afraid to just, you know, because otherwise, if you don't, Kazuya's got nothing really. All he's got is like electrics, you know, and like 50-50s with this. Yeah, everyone knows this. I'm not going to tell you all the shit that everybody knows. I'm going to tell you some of my secret sauce. Yeah, delay that. You know, get the wall splats with that delay. You know, that lands a lot, the second punch, you know, because people aren't used to that. That's a good move, because Kazuya needs it to build some sort of pressure, you know. And if they start ducking it, you know, you can just, you know, start, and, you know, like this. I know it's like not that -7, but, you know, down jabs as well, they work. You know, you've got to get the hang of doing that. That's a pretty cool grab. That can get you a launch if you dash in and do this. Let me just get him on stand. Get it on counter hit. You know, you can pick them up sometimes with that. So that's a pretty good move. But, you know, it's not guaranteed. If they do know the tech roll or whatever, don't do it. Just sort of apply more pressure. So yeah, what else have we got with Kazi boy? Yeah, you know, that is just, use the hell out of it. -12, that's nothing. You know, and what do you get out of it? You get a full combo. If, you know, I am working on my proper Kazuya combos. Obviously, you've got this. You know, if it lands. Or whatever. You know, I would be working on my proper Kazuya combos if I was any good. You know? You know? So look at that, 70 damage, yeah? If it, you know. And like, always attempt to do that, because if you don't land it, you can still just count. Like, after you land Kazuya's down forward, just make a habit of, you know, doing that, yeah? Because even if you drop it, you still get that, which is huge, which is more than this. You know, like, this isn't even good. Look, 67. Yeah, but if you, you know, if you just get in the habit of doing 2 electrics, The second one is a dash electric, you know. Like the first one is a normal electric, and then the second one is like you do a forward electric, like that. Yeah, punishments as well. You got to practice punishments. I like to go up against the law and keep that one on. Turn that one off. Keep that one on. Keep that one on. You can keep that one on if you want. That one's a good one. That one's a good one, and that one's a good one. So then you go to begin normal training, and then you just got to like get the hang of punishments. So what is that? Let me look. Yeah, that one's 14. So that's quite tight. That's quite tight. Oops. Minus 13. That's very tight. That's very tight. Hold on. Let me just do this. What's going on? Okay, what's going on? But anyway, like you get the point. This is what you should be doing with Kazuya a lot. Getting these punishments. Let me just get this one out of here, because that's really tight, you know. Oh my god. See, look, I'm playing rubbish now. The camera's on. You know. Usually I'm like pretty like doing very good job and doing it quite consistently. Now look at me. I'm a joke. It's because of the camera. It's because of the camera. I swear. I feel sweaty. Yeah, anyway, it's the camera, yeah? Like, I usually would be doing that, and that's what you should be doing anyway, like practicing punishment. It's a pretty good combo, whatever. But yeah, they're the things that I would say with Kazuya is, like, play with his second, you know, the fact that, you know, a second punch might come after these things. And with his delays as well, you know. Let me just try and see if I can. Anyway, you can get one after that. I'm just bloody on camera and it's making me play really bad. Can't even do it now. Anyway, yeah, play with his moves. Get the hang of it all, you know. Even that for like dodging lows like that. You know, and things like this, you know, like put that there. You know, like if you want to jump over something, you can either punish lows with this if you really want, you know. You can, like, it's risky, but you can do it. Yeah? That's a safer option, but that's a more expensive option if you want to not be as safe. You know, if you're pretty much sure that they're going to throw some sort of low, you know, that's a perfect low counter. Yeah? You know, that's a new good move. You know, it's what is that? 17 frames? Yeah, that's not even that slow. That's not even that slow. You know, 17 frames, long range counter hit. It's a bit like Jin's stand-in 4, but just a spinning back kick. Yeah. You know, and a bit more rangy. You can get some nice counters with that. Yeah, play with that. Oops. You know, I don't know the combos. I haven't really learnt the new Kazuya, but I play Kazuya enough. That's usually used on the wall for wall splats, so save that move for when there's a wall behind them. Chuck it out there. Maybe that's coming. Maybe chuck some lows and then let them go up against that wall. That's just a really good move that a lot of Kazuyas don't use to build some sort of pressure, you know. Let that delay, you know, maybe let that go every now and again if they're getting the hang of the fact that you're not. You know, you've got to establish a little bit of this sort of stuff, you know. Yeah, look for them. Always look for them, because, you know, get the hang of that. Yeah, but, you know, I'm not saying I'm the best Kazuya. You know, first of all, I'm on a new Xbox Series S controller, and this new D-pad's pretty weird for me. It's better, but I've still got to get the hang of it, you know. There's probably some other stuff. Let me just have a little think. yeah, you know, like they're +4 and there's a knockdown, you know, but this gives more damage. And it's, you know, it's 3 more damage, which if you look at the health bar, that does that, and then, you know, that does that, you know. Kazuya hasn't got many good +4s, really. Any, you know, like what could Kazuya do after being on +4? You know, like that's 18 frames, that's 14, so it would trade. But after that, if they go to attack, you can guarantee that, I guess. Boom. You know, whatever. Oh yeah, that's good. You know, from your waves, from your wave dash, it's like the perfect speed. You know, because that's a little bit slow, and a decent player can step that. So that's a good counter. You know, that's good in your mix-ups. Chucking that out there, getting that. You know, going for it again. You know, getting the grab. Sometimes this works, but it's like minus whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's awesome. I love this new move. I need to start working on getting that move in there. Yeah, definitely need to start working on getting that. I like that move. What is it? Plus, it's 17. What is it? Plus? Oh, it's -9. Yeah. But anyway, it's quite a good pushback. Potentially, if they do a stupid punish, you can hit them with like a sidestep move or that. You know, that's the thing. Like, you know, like if you can sense that they're going to interrupt, that's a good move. I wouldn't do that, but like after that, look, -3. Yeah, they block it, boom. They go to retaliate with a jab, boom. You know, people sleep on this move. It's only -12. -12 is not even bad to get a full count. Both of them, you know, like really good mid launchers counter hit, and at worst you're taking. You're probably going to take some jab punishment from someone, because not a lot of people punish with the 12 frames. People usually punish with the jabs, yeah? So at worst you're going to catch a jab, and at best you get a nice launch. So use it a lot, you know? Use their moves a lot. They're good moves. Yeah, pressure with that. Yeah. You know, there's not really much else. You know, and obviously just get good at it. All I'm saying is, like, yeah, everybody understands the electric stuff, you know? Everybody knows wave dash, electric, hell sweep and all that stuff, yeah? But not a lot of people think about stuff like this, and, you know, like having some sort of like normal fighting game with Kazuya and then mixing in all of your other stuff, yeah? What's this? -13, you know? What's this? Yeah, like, don't do this against a Kazuya, because he'll get you with that. Learn. If you're playing a certain character a lot, you know, like if you're playing one of your friends a lot, like if he plays Law, for example, just go into practice mode with Law, go on to punishment training, and just do it. No, I'm not sure if you can put your own moves in there. Yeah, just practice punishment training. I'm trying to do the perfect electric. That's what I'm working on myself at the moment with Kazuya. I'm trying to figure out this perfect electric thing. Oh yeah, my advice for practicing punishment training is don't just stand there like this and go, okay, you know, like make it easy for yourself like that, because you don't do that in a match. You're often like moving like this. So get used to like moving like this and then block and then punish. You know, it definitely helps. This is the -14, is it? Oh no, -13. Which means it's going to take probably a perfect electric, yeah? Anyway. Yeah. Just trying to think, is there anything else? Yeah, another thing is, learn the frames. Like, turn off counter hit for now. Yeah, just like learn. You know, what are things? You know, -1. You know, if someone returns, you know, you could probably like spam a few jabs or a down jab if they're going to jab after that, or a ducking while rising. You know, like boom boom. If you know they're going to jab afterwards, ducking while rising. Boom boom duck. I don't know. Boom boom duck. Boom. You know, and sometimes let just one go. You know, let one go. Don't finish that, you know, and then sometimes finish it if there's a wall or something, you know. At worst, you're going to get low parried, you know. You got to remember that with Kazuya. Like, just do his punishable moves. Don't worry about not doing them, you know. Let them go. Just be fluent. Use all of his toolkit. Yeah? Anyway, I think that's that. Wasn't a very good tutorial, but I think I still done if you did watch it to the end, I still think I enlightened you on certain things and helped you sort of like grease the machine a little bit of Kazuya and not being too stiff with him, you know. Let these moves go. And remember, like, use that, you know, like use this a lot. Let that delay happen. Catch him, you know, let him think, when's it coming, then recognize that they're open for lows now because they're defending against Kazuya's pressure. Let the lows go. Down jabs, definitely down jabs. Catch some electrics, get the backdash down. You know, my backdash isn't great, but the backdash is massive. Having a backdash is actually the greatest thing. I don't even know how to backdash. I just do back, down, back, down, back sort of thing like that, you know, and just spam that. It works. It doesn't need to be perfect. I'm not playing knee, you know, so, you know, do a little backdash and practice backdash into an electric, practice backdash into an electric, backdash into an electric. Yeah? Just get the hang of all of his moves. And don't, like, nothing is shit. Every move is good. You know, every move has a good position in the game. Like, you know, like, yeah. Get some grabs in if you have to. You know, do that against the wall when they're up against the wall. Yeah. And just get good at actual Tekken. Kazuya's good at that. He's good at getting you good at actual Tekken. Kazuya is like the most bare bones basics type of character. So yeah, that's my stuff on Kazuya there.